Hello, Divine Feminine. Welcome to your power message for Saturday, Super Saturday. Now, before I start the cards, I am feeling some real blocks in the throat chakra today. I've felt these over the last couple of days, but this is very much about, the masculines wanting to communicate, but those feelings of saying the wrong thing or the words not coming out or them looking a fool is holding them back. So you've been asked to have patience because they are on their way. There's so much power coming into this day and the energy with the full moon and 2023 and everything that's happening. You're being asked to keep the faith. So I'm going to bring in the Goddess Guidance cards today, and I'm going to complement them with the gorgeous Psychic Tarot of the Heart by Holland. And I'm also going to bring in my deck, the Divine Feminine 101. And then we're going to bring in the book. So what do you need to know? And remember, tickets are on sale for my event next year. Just follow the link below. And if you want to look at any of my card decks or merch, all the links are in the description box, including all these cards that I'm using today. So thank you, angels. What do we need to know today, please? What do we need to know? I feel that's the card. Just that one card is enough today. What's the energy? Look at that. Wow. Jumping out the deck here. Amazing. And what's the energy around the Divine Feminines today? Give me the word speed. So speed and action. Just that one card, but I feel I've got two clarifiers moving on top. Another one there, 3. So I've got 4 cards. So I'm going to do it in this order. So the first message is receptivity. Look at that. And this is Hathor. Okay, they're also giving me the word Heather. That may mean something to someone. That may mean Heather as in a name, or it could be, what we get in nature, Heather in nature. But this says allow yourself to receive. So be in a receptive energy today, Divine Feminine, because as I said, anything can happen. There's speed around today. But you have to allow yourself to receive. That means if you've blocked your twin, this is the day to unblock them. Because when we block our twin, we only block ourselves. And, it's the masculines who block the feminines through their own issues with their own pressure. You release that pressure. So you don't need to block them in any way. If you've blocked them because you feel like you can't not check their social media, if you've done it to kind of protect yourself because you're going to be checking their social media, instead of blocking them on social media, take yourself out of the equation. In other words, shut down social media, log out. It doesn't mean shut it down like deactivate it. You may feel you want to do that, but log out. Just so you can't go on it, But you don't need to block them. Because when we block our twin, we're really blocking ourselves. So make sure if you have done anything like that, the roads are open and clear. But I feel this is a message to say to you, be open and receptive when they return. Allow yourself to receive their love instead of being defensive or expecting the worst or bringing up the past. Just be in the now. This will increase, and they're giving me the words thy will. So what that also means is this is divine will, this is your will. This will increase your intuition, energy and ability to give to others. So be very open and receptive to giving and receiving. Because obviously, as Divine Feminines, we are givers, we are the Empress, we love to nurture. So we do give and give and give sometimes without allowing it to come back. So allow yourself to receive all the blessings that are on the way. And we've got daydreams and decisions. So whenever you're dreaming about, and remember we've been speaking very powerfully all week about dreams. Whenever you've been dreaming about or visualizing, which is also a daydream, when we stretch our imagination and we visualize, decisions are coming in around this. So again, speed. So I feel this is about you being open to receiving your dreams and moving towards them, making the right decisions. And look at this, share the love, very beautiful. So share the love today. Operate in love. That's your superpower. Give love. And I love this because, it's got that gorgeous kind of heart there as well. And, I spoke yesterday very powerfully about using this red jasper. And I really feel much better since I've been connecting with this crystal. So, and this is like something the universe offers to you. You are given natural resources from God, from the Creator, from your natural environment. But you have to be open to receiving those things. And harnessing the power of them when they are given. So share the love, be open and receptive to love to bring it in. And you're saying today, your moods give me a headache. So you may be shutting down your receptivity because of your masculine's moods. And they are moody. They're very back and forth in their energy. One day they're up, one day they're down. One day they want you, then they're thinking about if they want you. And it's not that they ever don't want you, divine feminine, but this is what we think as a divine feminine. We can question the connection and their love and their feelings because of their moods. Your moods give me a headache. So if you do have a headache today, it's connected with pressure, tension. Breathe. Make sure you drink enough water and you're accepting heavenly assistance, whatever the angels are giving to you, to share the love. And the way you move out of any headache is to raise your vibration. And I see all the signs that tell me this is real. They give me fear. So it feels like you are seeing signs today. A lot of fear being released around this year. You are seeing signs that this is real. So you may be in some doubt energy today. Or something may be worrying you or on your mind. Or something may have happened. Maybe there's a mood there. Your masculine's being moody or something's happened and you're thinking, I just don't know anymore. But the signs that you see today could be in all the readings today. It could be on social media. It could be out there in the world, wherever you're doing. You're going to see signs that show you this is real and you have to trust that. All I want is to know where I stand and if I matter to you. Do I? Do I matter to you? So this may be why their moods today are giving you a headache, because you're dreaming about each other. You want the same thing, but that decision isn't quite happening. But it is, because speed is taking place. So feminines, don't allow the masculine's energy to affect yours today. Rise above that. And you're saying, I hate it when you give other people attention. And it is Saturday. Maybe you saw something last night that triggered you, or maybe they're doing something today and it's triggering to you. I hate it when you give other people attention. I hate it when you're online and you're not messaging me, or, you're not showing me love. You may be liking other people's pictures or posts and not me. Why? And this is because you're not seeing it from the eyes of love. When we see it through the eyes of love without the ego, we realise they're in pain. Okay, they're sometimes doing it to see if you're bothered, to see if there's a reaction there. But a lot of the times, they're afraid of liking your posts on social media because it will be too obvious to everybody how they feel. Because they're very aware of how obvious this love is. And they are surprised sometimes that you don't realise how much they want, desire, love, or are attracted to you. So this is really about you today, Divine Feminine, releasing your own fears and your own struggles. And allowing things to fall off your shoulders. My top keeps falling down. And I feel that's representing releasing burdens, releasing struggles, releasing fears. So today, feel at peace. Be open and receptive to whatever comes along. And what I'm feeling as well is, if you feel these doubts or you go through any struggle, then allow yourself to just feel what you're experiencing. Don't judge yourself for it or worry about it. Just allow yourself to feel it, because I guarantee you today you're going to see signs or synchronicities or something that tells you this love is real. So if the moods that he's having are giving you a headache, take yourself out of the equation. Don't let it affect your vibration. Remember, it's about him and not you. And he is daydreaming, making decisions, working things out. And he's more receptive now to your energy than ever before. But you have to believe that and get ready to share the love. And we've got the energy, the number 3, which is about March. It's about the Trinity. It's about faith. It's about trust. So the message today is, we've got, oh, wow, look at this. Enjoy Love Day, which is really about sharing the love. It says it's Love Day. We angels have dedicated today to honouring this emotion. To commemorate this occasion, put your focus on caring. Share the love. For instance, more examples of affection, express your feelings to your friends and family, and act kindly towards yourself and all others. So just be in the energy of love today. Be the energy that you want to receive. Share love. Be kind, gentle, generous, giving, loving. If your masculine comes to you today, don't bring up the past or go over things or say your moods are giving me a headache, or you need to make a decision, or where do I stand, do I matter to you, or I hate it when you give other people attention. Just be receptive to the energy of the moment and experience the many ways in which this quality of love will show itself to you in all of its various colours and forms. Revel in this celebration and know that you play an important role in making every day one of love. And I feel this also about unity. Not just unity with your twin, unity with all, because it says all various colours and forms. In other words, it's about understanding we're all one and loving everyone for who they are, regardless of race, colour, religious background, age, sex. Just loving everyone and loving everything. And it reminds me of Doctor Who. Right now me and George are watching, we've nearly finished season 10 of Doctor Who. But, it's with Peter Capaldi. But when we watched it with Matt Smith and David Tennant, the thing that really stood out for me was, no matter what an alien looked like or what form they took, he would look at them and say, you were beautiful. You were beautiful. And you got out the humans looking at the alien going, and that's what happens in the world, and we know how sad that is and how destructive that can be as light workers, because we see it for what it really is. It's, it's not nice and it's ridiculous. And, I won't go into that because I really do get my blood boiling about certain things. But, we're like like Doctor Who, seeing everyone beautiful. Seeing something beautiful in everyone. There's something beautiful in everyone and everything. There's always a blessing in everything, and there's something of beauty in everyone. Even if someone's been nasty and horrible, and there's something beautiful about them, and it may just be the way they are teaching you what you need to learn in that moment. But you see that, the way that Doctor Who sees that, and everyone living in the Matrix and plugged into that, and, people who are, just... they've got their own crazy ideas about things and they're not really educated in life or whatever it is. They are looking at other people or situations, like people look at me and George. If I remember, and there's a couple of things I want to share it, because this is what I'm feeling, my own experiences, and I know you've experienced similar things. People who judge me and George for being in an age gap. We don't get it often. We've had it on other people's channels, because people who just don't understand, or people who may think that's a bit strange or weird, why is he with her, why is she with him, that kind of thing. But we don't care, okay? But people have judged us for being in an age gap connection. People who are afraid of what they don't understand, people who have their own core beliefs and programming and conditioning of society, things like that. And I remember, one of my old boyfriends, Satnam, I was with him for a long time, and he was an Indian guy, and, it used to boil my blood, when people would be racist towards us as a couple, and things like we got turned away once from a restaurant, and things like that just boil my blood, okay? And it's just ignorance, thank you. I was looking for the word. What is it? Ignorance. It's ignorance. And it's people who just can't see past their own nose. But you know what? We are here as leaders of light. So whatever you're going through in your own connection or your own situation or your own life, whether it be your personal journey or your twin flame journey, you are a leader. You are a leader. You are a pioneer of truth. So you're there to show the world, actually, it's not like that. It's like this. Actually, this is okay. And what you're saying isn't, but you have to believe that and understand that yourself. You're just here to shine that light bright and be the example of purity and peace and power. And that's why we experience certain things as light workers. That's why. That's why me and George are in an age gap. That's why there's maybe differences between you and your twin, because you're going to show the world that this can happen and there's nothing wrong with it. And that's absolutely the truth. Isn't that powerful? I needed to share that there. So the thought for today is I allow myself to experience love, which also means be receptive to it. Allow yourself to open up to it. Allow yourself to receive, This will increase your intuition, your energy, and your ability to give to others. I allow myself to experience love, and I easily express it to others. Sharing the love, giving, being in the energy of peace, no matter what the mood swings are or what they are doing or who they're spending time talking to, give it to God. Trust the journey. I treat myself with care, and I notice this feeling all around me. And it's Saturday, maybe you're going somewhere, you may be treating yourself in a nice way, doing something for you. The more I find it, the more it finds me. And that's true. Where the more you find love everywhere, the more love will be given to you. The more fun you have, because you have a thing then going on with the universe. Whenever I go anywhere on my own, I just see it as a huge adventure, and I love it. I love talking to strangers. I love giving compliments out. I love feeling loved. I love the signs I see. It's magical. And that's also why it's exciting sometimes to go on solo adventures and do solo things and not have to have your twin there by your side. Going out doing things by yourself. Before union, I used to love doing that. Going places, doing things, having fun, having these mini adventures, because it's the way the universe shows to you and proves to you that you are loved. And it's, sometimes as well, you can go out with people. Say you go out with a friend and you're in two different vibrations. So you're looking for the love and the blessings and the magic, and your friend, it could be your best friend, your friend is negative and in one. And they don't see the beauty and the magic that you see. They don't see any of that. They just see you acting a bit crazy. This happened to me once with a catalyst, because, I was in a club with my friends at the time. And obviously I don't see her anymore. But I was in my friend, in this club. And I was really going through a challenging time with the catalyst I was with at the time. And we're in a nightclub. And it was in Nottingham. I was away as well. And I just remember it because it was one of the most powerful things I've experienced for signs. And I was receiving signs about this person. And, you couldn't get a bigger sign than this. We're in the nightclub. I looked out the window. And out the window, it was like a normal, setting in a town. And then I looked out the window and there was this, I was like blown away, because it was like this big billboard had just appeared in front of the window with his name on. And I was mesmerised by him, and it was about 1 a.m. I was looking at it, I couldn't get my head around where it had come from. And I was like, what is going on? And I was talking to my friend thought I was going mad. She was like, yeah, what of it? It's just a coincidence. And remember, there's no coincidences. And I was just blown away, because I thought, this is a huge sign, and I was going through something, and I just needed that sign in that moment at that exact time, and there it was. And it lasted about 10 minutes, and I looked again, and it had gone. And it was probably, I don't know what it was, whether it was, a lorry or a truck or a vehicle pulling something that was going on a sign somewhere. I don't know what it was, but it was clearly being transported somewhere. And it just stopped right in front of that window of that club for like 10 minutes and then went. But my friend, because I kept going on about it, you know how we do. We go on and on and on about it to our friends and try and make them understand our point of view and why. And in the end, we had a massive falling out over it. And she was like, Liz, you're crazy. You're off your tree. You're nuts. You don't know what you're talking about. We had a big falling out. I ended up storming off. She went one way, I went the other. We had a big bust up the whole weekend. But I got my sign and I was happy with that. But my point is, people, your friends, family even, they're not going to get it. They're not going to understand it. You can sit there all night trying to explain why you've received that sign and what it means to you and how important it is, and they just won't care. They won't care because it's not their journey and it's not their, their sign, and they just don't get it. So that, do you know what, that's okay. And like, if that happened now, I wouldn't even try and justify it or explain it. I would have just noticed it and said, wow, thank you, universe. And I do that often now, thank you, universe. Sometimes I'll share these things with you guys. If I see a sign, I'm like out and about, I'll take a little photo, put it on my story on YouTube, or I'll talk about it. But, because I know you understand. Whereas you may notice these signs and try and explain them to people, and they just don't get it. So the point is, you don't have to try and explain anything to anyone, as long as you know. As long as you acknowledge it and you say, thank you, universe. The universe knows and gives you more and more and more. And when we're out and about, when we're having adventures, when we're doing things, we get that constantly. We're shown signs. And when we talk about them, it blows us away. Sometimes you guys will email me and send me pictures you've seen or things you've seen. And you'll say, share this with the collective. And I'll say, it's your sign. Sometimes I'm guided to share, sometimes I'm not. But remember, it's your sign. And I don't mind anyone sending me things, because it's that energy of sharing it. Wow, isn't that amazing and magical it is? You may not be able to share those things with other people. That's the most important thing about having a personal reading, because it's your time to share. For example, when I do personal readings, and I am open for them, but when I do a personal reading, it's my job to listen to you. That's why you're having a reading. It's not about pulling cards, and it's about listening and hearing you and giving you support. That's the most important thing for me when I'm doing a personal reading. The guidance comes secondary, because it's the being heard and understood that matters the most. Reading through your email with you, connecting with you, talking about what you've experienced. That's what it's all about. So if you do want a personal reading, email me and ask for details. But the point I'm making is, I get you. And everyone here gets you in some way. So if you see anyone hurting today in the comment section, share that love. Share that guidance, that light. If you see anyone happy, be a part of that happiness, because that's a preview of what's coming for you. So remember, everything is speaking to you today, because the universe loves you more than you know. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.